Hey guys, this is Unrealized Thoughts. I'm hitting you with another rant video again on Cartoon Network, and the specific rant I'm going to talk about is Young Justice. Now, Young Justice was a pretty good show out in 2011 to 2013, and it had about 4 hiatuses, I believe, and it really boosted up the credibility of Cartoon Network, because in recent years Cartoon Network was obviously doing bad, so Young Justice really boosted up the credibility of Cartoon Network in terms of views, because it gave them a lot of views. But the thing I really want to talk about is the cancellation of Young Justice. And with that being said, why Cartoon Network? Why would you cancel the show that it really gave you so much? It gave you so much, and then you just want to cancel it. I understand that shows like, Young Justice and stuff, they might have not done good, but the fact that it actually did was just really disappointing. I'm really disappointed in you guys. And I understand that a show can air entirely, which Young Justice did, but I really think it really didn't, because it left us on cliffhangers. But I understand that a show can air entirely in terms of leaving questions actually answered and not having an anticlimactic ending, or at least a good falling action to a conclusion. And I'm not the type of fan to actually, ask for another season if everything was left answered or anything like that. But the fact that you guys had a cliffhanger to Darkseid, and the fact that the last episode was so cram-packed into one, it reminded me of Justice League Unlimited's last episode, which was cram-packed, and I think it was really kind of anticlimactic in terms of the ending. It was way too rushed, I think, and it didn't have any real effort to it. And that's why I kind of felt like with Young Justice, which it could have been better if you guys just gave us a 3rd season. And I would have gotten used to it. I would have gotten used to the fact that you guys always like to cancel your shows in order to bring something better. But the fact that you brought a show like this, Teen Titans Go, into the picture, that really says something, that you guys really don't care about your shows like that. Teen Titans Go, at least the original Teen Titans, when it came out, it was actually entertaining. It was an entertaining show. But Teen Titans Go is really too kiddish. I understand that's where you kind of want to go with the route in terms of drawing more kids into the audience, but Young Justice was really good. It had a good plot to it, and I think it was pretty good. And the fact that you guys keep canceling your shows, it just tells something that you really don't care about them. And another thing is, I really want us to compete with anime. Even though, yes, I like anime. I've been watching it my whole life and collecting collectibles and all that stuff. But the fact that you guys keep canceling your shows, good ones, in fact, good ones, good shows, then I don't know what to say. Many anime fans, they just hate all this animated stuff that we put on. Even though I'm not gonna lie, the DC Universe movies are awesome. They're really awesome and they're incredible. I really like them. I enjoy them. But we need to work on our shows. And if you guys wanted to replace Young Justice and Green Lantern series, which I'm probably thinking, I didn't really see the Green Lantern series, but all I really know is that it probably would have went to the White Lantern Corps, which that would have been awesome. But I have to say though, that if you guys wanted to replace some concepts in terms of shows, then you guys should have just did, like, if Young Justice was replaced and Green Lantern, you guys at least should have done something like, I don't know, any creative ideas. Batman and Superman, you guys could do that, but since some people want to do something different, I would have been fine with it. We can make maybe something that we haven't seen, like an Outsider show. The Outsiders are literally the DC version of the X-Men. And you guys could even do an Amazon animated show, which that would include, Wonder Woman and the Amazons and stuff. Also, you guys could do a lot of other things in terms of making your own shows, and even the Birds of Prey. a Flash show, anything. You guys have to be creative, and doesn't have to exactly follow the comic book every, inch by inch. But even the Teen Titans comic book, because in the original Teen Titans, Terra committed suicide and Raven lived 3 times, which technically that happened in the original Teen Titans show, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. This kind of goes into, hand in hand when it comes to my Tsunami rant of creating their own stuff again. We have to do that. We have to be more creative now and create our own stuff so we can bring in more viewers, so that anime fans can even watch this and they're like, wow, this is actually pretty good. We misjudged America. And if anything, the Green Lantern series, one thing is, didn't look visually appealing to me because I'm not a fan of 3D type of things. Like, that anime Ruby or RWBY, if you guys watch anime like that, visually it doesn't look too appealing, but when it comes to fight scenes, they're amazing. Like, if you saw Dead Fantasy, Mati is known for his fighting and all that stuff. So what I want to say is, if you guys are going to do in the animated department in terms of 3D, you guys got to boost up your fight scenes and stuff. Don't get me wrong, DC Universe's fight scenes are pretty good, but you guys got to boost it up in terms of using creative things, because Monty is creative with his fight scenes. But I'm really getting on topic. What I'm trying to say is, I think Tsunami should separate from Adult Swim, if anything. If they don't want to, then fine. If people say that it's doing good, which personally I don't really think so, it doesn't look appealing. But I have to say though, Young Justice, if it's the 3rd season, or if anything, even if it's the 1st season, you guys should air it. You guys should air it, because a lot of people disagree with me because I'm not the popular opinion, but you guys should air the 1st season of Young Justice, then the 2nd season, and if you want to do a premiere of the 3rd one, do it. Even Avatar Korra is doing the 2nd season, and I think it's honestly pretty good. I watched this 1st and 2nd episode already, so I'm just saying. But in other words, what I really want to get into this is the fact that Young Justice really had potential as a show, and I really think you guys, when it comes to potential, you guys just cut things off. I'm really disappointed. But tell me what you guys think. Tell me what kind of shows do you want to see in the DC universe, or what kind of characters can get their own show in terms of the animated department, because the cinematic department is still developing. But if you want to tell me that too, I'm still trying to do anime and stuff, so tell me what animes, suggest some animes I can watch, and then I'll watch it, and I might do a review or a topic on that specific genre. So tell me what you guys think below, write and comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.